fun fact is that I know most people saw us on Duck Dynasty, but we actually started off when we had a reality show on the Outdoor Channel. It was called Benelli Presents the Duck Commander. It was very little. It was mainly like, obviously, Duck Commander. It was a very business and duck hunting centered around the Phil and Cy and the boys, with some little touches of our home life and the women. And actually, River was his birth is on that show, right?
Yeah. And it blew. I mean, it got big.
That show did
that's
well.
what people noticed. And then we had a producer get a hold of my brother and say like, "Hey, I think y'all could be on a big network." And ended up on A&E, and it was great. I mean, like.
So River was 2.5 when we started shooting Duck Dynasty.
And the biggest question I get asked the most often is your Uncle Cy really that crazy? And the answer is yes, he's always been crazy. In fact, I would always tell my friends, like growing up, like I have this uncle, you wouldn't believe, and I'd tell a story he'd say, and they were like, man, you're making that up, or you're crazy. There's no guy that's really like that. And yeah, there is.
He's like the Dwight Schrute.
Yeah. Yep.
You have to see it to believe it.
Yep, exactly.
Pretty much.
So we did Duck Dynasty for like 6 years, 7 years, and what's funny is I don't really tell many people this, but I think kind of the coolest part was how the crew was. There was a lot on our crew. There was like 25, 30 people. Become your close friends. Like you're with these people all day, and you see them, on the weekends. We have them over to dinner, like. And we just became such good friends with these people, and I still talk to all the time, like just love them to death.
That's probably the saddest part is like knowing like that season ended, and because it wasn't just a job for them. A lot of them came, and it wasn't like there was a whole lot to do in West Monroe, Louisiana, and there's lots of shows they could have worked on, but they came and they stayed because of the people and because. We kind of form these bonds and everything. So that's kind of one thing we miss is definitely the crew. The crew. I think like especially our spinoff is like we couldn't have filmed our show without them. Like there was 30 people on the crew, and there was basically 30 babysitters for guests, because all they did was like take turns holding him while we would be shooting a little scene, and then somebody else would get him, or they would let him like mess with the camera stuff and show him, all these little gadgets, and so it was pretty amazing.
It was fun.
They loved him.
I think it was fun for kids too, just to be around all those adults from all these different backgrounds that got amazing stories, and so it was cool. I miss those guys.
So fast forward, now we're in Austin, Texas.
The ATX. We came here, we started a food truck, but really we came here because we have some awesome friends here. And we just love this area. Yeah. There's so much to do. We found an amazing school for the kids, they love it, and we are enjoying it.
Yeah, we've met a lot of people over the past 6 years. We started traveling here and met some really close friends, and so kind of we just fell in love with this area, this area of Texas, and so we kind of took the leap of faith and thought if we're ever going to move away, neither one of us have ever left Louisiana ever. We didn't go off to college anywhere. Had babies young, and so our kids were young, and we thought, let's just try this. If it doesn't work, it's fine. But we've loved it here. We miss our family, but Kay comes back like every other month, and she brings like a couple of the nieces usually with her, and so we get to see them a lot, and we go back home some.
We just went back not too long ago for Sadie's wedding, which was crazy awesome.
Yeah,
it was like the most awesome wedding ever.
Yes, I told my girls, don't get any ideas, please. Okay. But anyway, we love it here. We do miss our family back home and our friends, but we, it's about nurturing those relationships, and we talk and text, and we try to see them as much as possible. But our kids are doing great here. They love it here. They've met some really awesome made some really awesome friendships here as well, and so they're doing great in school. We homeschooled for 3 years. I get asked all the time about homeschooling. Yes, we still homeschool, but it's basically it's part homeschool, part school. So they go to school, like River goes 2 days a week and we homeschool for 3. And then once you get to high school, you go every day, but it's a block system so they can be at home with us, you know, certain hours of the day. They don't have to go until like 10 o'clock some days. So it's still a very special time with us, but you gotta let them go sometimes. So I wanted our kids to have just that little bit of freedom in high school to build those relationships, because moving here, we didn't know anybody, and they were really wanting and desiring to build some friendships around here. So I thought, okay, well, if we're gonna go to school, let's find a really awesome school. We found an amazing school here that they love.
I am working for a charity called All God's Children International, and it's amazing. The work we do is so awesome. I've been to Ethiopia, been to Bogota, Colombia, and got to meet these amazing kids. I still get choked up. I've been working with them for like 4 months, and but if you guys hadn't seen them, check them out. allgodschildren.org. It's amazing.
We'll put a link up.
I think hopefully my next trip I will document some of it, and maybe we can put some on the show.
Yeah, I have some photos from your other
cool
stuff too.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome thing, and so he's doing that, and you know, we have other things we're working on. We're working on the YouTube channel. We do like social media stuff as far as influencer. That we have the blog that we're kind of getting into, and really just wanted to share more of the behind the scenes, not so set up and formal as like the television shows we've been on, but actually just some like snippets of our real life. And you know, we love, and it means so much to us to hear from, you know, everybody who loved the show and loves seeing us and loves seeing our kids, and it's so encouraging. So, you know, I just think that this was the next step for us, is just to stay engaged with all of y'all, and we want y'all to engage with us. We want y'all to share things that y'all want to know or see, or whether it's a recipe or whether it's a shenanigan that we like to do, or games. You know, we want to hear from y'all. So, I mean, this has been really fun, and I think we might even do a video where we want y'all to submit some questions for us to answer.
So stay tuned, y'all. Love y'all.